that's a big deal is people can feel if you're not paying attention. Okay? And it hurts their feelings. Yeah? So if your stuff comes up during the healing, on a group healing, what do? You put it in a coat hanger. Okay? And that means you take 3 to 5 deep breaths and you put it, literally, you take 3 to 5 deep breaths and you put it behind you. Yeah? Or you let Creator start doing the healing on you. Everyone with me? Yeah? Because otherwise, it's like I said, they're dealing with their you know, getting to the bottom belief, dealing their issues, and then, you know, there are people spacing off, people not caring, people, and that can traumatize people, yeah? This is a healing for everybody in the room. So if you're thinking, this isn't about me, is that the highest truth? No. No, you don't get attracted into a room of 26 people if it's not about you. Yeah? If you're a woman, it might be your female side. If you're a man, it might be your masculine side. But look at where in your life it applies to you. Yeah? So guys, connect up. Gather lots of unconditional love. So Isabel, ID.
Yeah.
Oh, so why are you here, my darling? Why are you here on ID?
I don't know. I know. Maybe it's because I'm scared to see the future. And Christina Schraden, she scanned me. She saw my third eye, like looking backwards. And then, yes, and then my eyesight was going bad recently, like 1 year ago or so. So, yeah, it's like a kind of perspective for the future. Even in the exercise of seeing the future, I'm not allowing myself to see it. Like, I could block it.
Okay. Okay. So, can we do an energy scan, see what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah? Can you put your hands on mine? Oh, so you guys do the same if you want to do your drawings, or you need to do an energy scan to see what energy looks like now, so then you can see what it looks like at the end, yeah? Okay, so I'm immediately feeling so much sadness.
Yeah, but I don't know from where it comes from.
From your eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why are you, what are you seeing that's making you so sad?
Myself not exploring my full potential.
Okay, so when she said, I'm not exploring my full, I heard the words, I'm wasting my life.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, so can we check?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
Mm-hmm. I'm wasting my life.
I'm wasting my life.
Yeah. So who told you? Muscle test that one. Yeah? So who told you you were wasting your life?
My husband.
Your husband. Okay, and when did he tell you that?
It's not old. I don't really know if it's him or... Let's check.
Just go to when you remember.
Yeah,
When do you remember him telling you that? What was going on? So as she's talking, I can already see that she was honest with me, but then it was like, I have to protect my husband. I don't want her to see him in a bad light.
Okay.
So what if I promise not to judge your husband at all and have one of my own? Yeah. Yeah. When's the first time he said to you, you're wasting your life?
When I have my second child. I don't remember. It's just coming to me.
When you had your
the
second
answers.
child?
Yeah. I don't remember that.
So was it because you were raising the children, or what was he saying was a waste of your time?
Because I stopped work.
Okay, because you stopped work. So can you see how much he didn't want to see it? Right, so sometimes with eyes, the truth comes a little and then you back away, you come little and you back away because it hurts so much to see. Yeah? Because she just literally had a baby. Like a newborn baby. It's like this huge gift. She's put her body through 9 months of effort and work, and he's like, you wasted your life.
No, but yeah.
Yeah? So he didn't realize, he wasn't seeing it from her perspective. To him, it's like pregnancy is resting.
Oh.
Yeah? Okay. So what's the worst thing about having people see your children as a waste of your life?
It's awful because they are the most important thing for me, like in my life.
Okay, so what you literally create them, and you show this man who you love with everything you have the most spectacular thing you've ever made, and he's like, meh.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so what's the worst thing about that? So they're the most important thing to you, he's not that interested. Now this is not the truth of her husband, this is just the truth that she experienced. You with me? It's very important for you guys and for anyone watching to realize this is not the truth of him, this is just her experience of him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The worst is like he doesn't give it the value that I do, and it's just like he's gonna mess up with them because they don't love them as much as I do.
Yeah. So your kids aren't going to have the father you want them to have.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's not going to be able to connect with them and get the real gifts that they are because of this.
Mm-hmm. And they're gonna suffer. Come next to them.
So as she's talking, I'm seeing her pancreas light up and flash at me. It's like the sweetness of life was gone. Like to her, this was supposed to be like the nectar of life. Like sharing your children with your husband was supposed to be the most amazing thing. And actually it became the mundane,
Yeah.
nothing. I feel such an energy of defeat. Can you feel that? Is that right? It's almost like I just give up. Like this is my everything, and if you can't even see how much this is worth, then you're not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So like anger mixed up with defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, so she's kind of gone straight to like can you feel how dense that energy is? Of like, I give up. Yeah? So let's check. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
No, no?
No, no.
I give up.
I give up.
Mm-hmm. Life is worthless.
Life is worthless.
Mm-hmm. I'm punishing my husband for not loving my children enough.
I'm punishing my husband for not loving my children enough.
Mm-hmm. I'm worthless.
I'm worthless.
Mm-hmm. My children are my value.
My children are my value.
Mm-hmm. My children are the most important thing in my life.
My children are the most important thing in my life.
Yeah.
I'm crying already.
Do you want a tissue? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm used to cry.
Yeah, me too. Okay. So this, what did you decide to do when you got that? Did you just have to keep going? Did you just kind of because it was straight after you'd had a baby, it was like you just had to keep going?
Yeah.
Did you fight with him about it? Did you challenge him about it, or you just let it pass?
I let it pass, but every time he was upset with them or being violent with them, and somehow I was defending them so much, like trying to him to not cause trauma on them. Then I got pregnant again, and the third one was not planned. So he was very upset with that, and I think it was very... Yeah.
There's like a pattern of children not being wanted.
The two first were planned, so we wanted just the third one, but I wanted.
You wanted the third.
I wanted the third.
So does the man make the decisions about how many kids you have? Is that what it's supposed to be?
No, but it can upset the man because, yeah, I remember my mom got pregnant with my sister. It was a big crisis in Brazil, and my dad was very upset with this. He was very worried, and she told her bad things, and she shared it with me, and so it was not nice to me to know this kind of thing.
So can you feel that dynamic that she's inherited of when the man punishes the woman for getting pregnant? You with me? And children are a burden, right? Because what's happening is there's an immature masculine side in her that is terrified of not being able to provide for the child. Her mother's side is very mature and very loving, and it's like, I've got so much love to give. I've got enough for even more children than I have now. But the masculine side is like, I can't provide enough. I won't be able to provide the food. I won't be able to put them on. Like, the worry in the masculine side is huge.
Yeah.
Does that feel right?
Yeah.
And then it feels so inadequate because her financial side is so immature compared to her emotional side. It's like her emotional side knows there's enough love, but her financial side is like, there's not enough, it's lacking, there's not enough, it's lacking. And it's like it's literally so angry at itself, it's lashing out at other people. Does that feel right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the greatest embarrassment to not be able to provide for your children. It's like, it feels like completely raw and exposed, like you're showing my inadequacy to the world.
Yeah.
Does that feel right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So the sadness is coming from the masculine side. It's coming from the female side in that my kids aren't wanted, and it not understanding the masculine side going, I don't have what it takes, I'm not enough. I'm going to disappoint my children.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oof. Woof, okay. Okay. So creators, like, I'm getting this giant sign saying kind of stop. We need to kind of help this masculine's side grow into knowing that it's love is enough as a father. Because on her male genes have kind of been taught that men are only useful as fathers if they can provide a lot. And they don't know what a father's love feels like, what a father's support feels like. Yeah? So can we bring in like the energy through Creator Vault is to grow up your masculine side?
Yes,
Yeah? Anyone else want that?
Yes.
Yeah, so that it knows its worth through the eyes of a child. It knows how to neurologically connect. So just recalibrate the nervous system of her masculine side. So it knows how to connect through its nervous system to a newborn. So it knows how to receive the love of a newborn and young children, and all the way up to adolescence and young adulthood. Okay, some of you are spacing out in the circle, so that just means you've kind of dissociated. So just ground for me and just notice that that's the soul fragment that split off from you. If you just spaced out, that's the soul fragment. How old are you? When did it split off? Yeah, what happened with Dad that you split off? Okay? Okay. Okay, so Kurt's just saying, just watch this happening. And the masculine side is saying to me, but I have to be really practical. Like, I have to be the practical one. And no one else is taking this seriously. Like, they want me to stay here playing with the kids all day, but who's going to put the roof over the head? And does that make sense? Okay, so can we download your masculine side with what it feels like to have high worth?
Yes.
Yeah? And to know that it can make money and have time to be loved.
Yes.
And to know how to show its love through words of appreciation, through quality time, through acts of service instead of just through gifts
Yes.
and providing. Would that be okay?
Yes.
I'm just going to release the panic and this deep trauma of the shame of I can't. I'm going to pull the belief I cannot provide for others. Is that okay?
Okay, yes.
And I'm going to replace it with I can provide for others. I know how to provide for others. I know I'll always be provided for.
Yes.
Because what's happening is the male side doesn't think it deserves to be provided for because it thinks I am the provider, so I don't get provided for. So we're just opening up the nervous system so it's allowed to be provided for by Creator of all that is, by the universe, by the divine feminine, by the divine mother, and by the divine father. And then as those energies run through the masculine, it can provide for the wife, for the child, from a space of abundance instead of from this panic.
Yes.
Yeah, can we release this panic on all 4 levels?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just going to pull this from the third eye. And now I'm hearing her masculine side go, I never saw myself as a father. Right? He doesn't know how to see himself in that role. You with me? Mm-hmm. Yeah? So can we show your masculine side what it feels like to see yourself as a father?
Yes.
So this is like she gave up her masculine side because she stepped fully into being a mom, but it's like it was because she was protecting her children from this immature masculine. She didn't know how to juggle work and family. She didn't know how to really give quality time and provide. Yeah? Okay, how's that feeling now?
Better.
So as I'm scanning her, I'm seeing the left and the right side of her brain starting to talk completely differently to each other.
It's like it was like poof, coming back.
Yeah, her whole back went. Yeah, she went from like this to. Yeah. You know how women often go. Yeah, they put their left side forward because that's their feminine side. Yeah, I have a good side. Take a picture of my good side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So there's a lot of anger in her still. And when I'm scanning, Creator's taking me straight to her kidneys and her liver and showing I'm so angry at this masculine for not being able to love. Yeah? For not knowing, like I just don't understand. Does that feel right?
Yeah.
And then I'm hearing like it's not like there's no justification for this guy. I don't care what happened, there's no justification. Does that feel right?
Yes.
So there's all this judgment locked into her liver and locked into her adrenals. So it's almost like she can't breathe. There's so much energy here. It's like tight around her kidneys and liver, but the front is not really moving properly because this is so angry. Does that feel right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what's the worst thing about being angry all the time?
Got irritated.
Mm-hmm. Screws up your hormones.
I never have peace.
You tell me, does being angry at your husband work?
No.
Does it make him love your kids more?
No.
Does it make him love you more?
No.
No. Does it teach him that he knows how to be abundant?
No.
No. So it exhausts you, it frustrates you, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You with me? Yeah? So this anger like this, it's like supposed to teach him a lesson. He's not going to get away with this.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so muscle test. My partner will not get away with this. Yeah, my anger teaches people a lesson.
Yeah, I thought I got better, but
yeah?
Still something. No.
You're Brazilian, honey. You're like me.
Was worse before. Like.
Yeah, it's in the collective consciousness as well. So Italy, Brazil, Latin, Mexico, there's a really strong anger in both the men and the women after the passion is profound. Yeah? Okay, so what does anger actually teach?
How to fight for myself.
Yeah, your anger teaches you to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
But what does it teach other people?
Nothing. Like, yeah.
Yeah, anger teaches anger. Jealousy teaches jealousy. You with me? So we're back to her masculine side, because, and this is the same thing that's coming out in her husband, when he doesn't know how to educate the kids. He gets angry. He's trying to teach them a lesson, because that's how he knows how to teach, is through anger.
Yeah.
You with me? But all anger does is teach fear and anger, right? It doesn't teach respect, it teaches fear.
No, exactly, yeah.
You with me? But that masculine bit doesn't know that, so it goes into anger. Right? Your feminine bit doesn't know that, so it goes into anger. You with me? So he gets angry at your kids and you get angry at him. Right? But all your kids are learning is to get angry.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah? So can we expand your like that inner mother, that inner woman side? Yeah? And can we show her that you can't teach men through anger, just like you can't teach children through anger?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That it actually requires more effort than that.
Okay.
So can we show your feminine side what it feels like to nurture your husband's broken places?
Yes.
What it feels like to have the courage to have those deep conversations.
Yes.
So the same way that you talk to your kids, you explain to your kids, you have patience as they start to understand how the world is and grapple with the difficult things in society. Can we show you how to have that patience with your partner?
Yeah.
And to know that as you demonstrate it to him, you're teaching them how to do it with their soulmates.
Yes.
You're teaching them how to do it with each other. Can we release the belief that conversation and education is letting people get away with stuff?
Yes.
And can Creator show you that it's actually holding them responsible for things at a very deep level?
Yes.
Can Creator show you that you can't hold a person responsible if you take away their humanity?
Yes.
Right? If you call someone a monster, then how can you hold a monster responsible? Do you see what I'm saying? If you think someone's an animal, is an animal responsible?
No.
No. So can Creator show you have to allow someone their humanity in order to be able to hold them responsible and accountable for their actions?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, now Creator's taking me to her as a mum when that actually happened, saying now we can actually heal what happened when he said that she was wasting her life. Yeah? So now can we release the shock and trauma from you as a young mum?
Yes.
Of having your partner tell you that you were wasting your life?
Yes.
And can Creator show you the truth of what happened?
Yes.
Yeah, that he was scared he wouldn't be able to provide. He was scared. He didn't know how to be a father.
Yeah.
Yeah? So can we show you what the love of your husband for you as a mother feels like?
Yes.
What his pride for you, your fertility and you as a mother feels like?
Yes.
And can we bring that down? Can we show your mother what the pride of your grandfather or your father felt like for her being pregnant and having children?
Yes.
And release that inherited humiliation.
Yes.
So that's completely changing her nervous system on the left-hand side. It's kind of flashing and glowing at me. So can we show you what your parents' love for each other as parents felt like?
Yes.
And what the love for you and your husband as parents feels like?
Yes.
So can I release this giving up energy from your pancreas, this vow to just give up?
Yes. Yes. Please.
And all this anger at your husband so that you would learn how to really teach?
Yes.
So I'm pulling from her liver and her pancreas at the same time, and I'm just saying, Creator, recalibrate them, return them to the original health blueprint. Show her what it feels like to hold courage in her liver, strength in her liver, to have pride in her liver. Yeah, show her what it feels like to have hope and joy and patience and resilience in her pancreas. Yeah, show her pancreas there's always a way.
Yes.
There's always a higher truth. There's always a solution to the problem. Okay, so can I release your judgment of what you saw in your husband? He would never be able to love your children.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would never be able to be a partner to you. You'd have to do this on your own.
Yes.
And can we download that masculine part of you with the worth of a father?
Yes.
How much it matters, how much being a father is important.
Yes.
And can we wash and rinse and bring back the soul fragments that your inner father lost?
Yes.
Yeah, to the government, to society, to women that mistreated that energy within him?
Yes.
Okay, can we end the battle between the mother and father energy?
Yes.
So now Creator's showing me, like, if he's going to have all the power financially, then I'm going to have all the power emotionally. If he controls the power through work, I'm going to control the power through the children. And that's how they're balancing the power. You with me? Yeah? So can we bring those two energies together?
Yes.
Yeah? And can Creator show you how to balance the power so that you're both bringing in finances and nurturing the children?
Yes.
And can we show you how to have patience and humor and respect for each other as you step more fully into those roles? Because it's going to be awkward and weird and funny. Yeah? And can Creator show you that's what intimacy is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's seeing the person's vulnerabilities and seeing them stretch and grow into a new role, and how you forget, guys, don't you forget how difficult it is to do something when you start? Mm-hmm. Do you guys remember basic?
Yeah.
Yeah? So when you first start, it's much harder. So when you watch someone learn things you've mastered, it reminds you how far you've come. Yeah? So can we show you how to hold his desire to become a better father with humor and with maturity and with tenderness?
Yes.
Yeah, with that bittersweetness instead of with frustration. And why doesn't he already know how to do this? And I could do that better. Yeah? And can we show you how to hold the parts of you that want to move into more financial maturity with that tenderness and with that humor?
Yes.
And can we show you how to trust that he will grow and that you will grow?
Yes.
Without having to take over or control, or seeing the little failures as a sign that they're not up to it.
Okay. Yes, yes, sure.
So I can see all that irritation that was around her starting to clear and soothe. For everything was irritating. So her whole hormone system was going bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah? Okay. So I'm just, Creator saying it now, you can ask for an instant healing on her eyes. So Creator of all days, it's commanded an instant healing on her eyes. And I'm just watching it go into her retinas, her pupils, the muscles around her eyes, her nervous system, the cells. I'm seeing it going to all 4 levels of belief. So her masculine side wasn't giving permission to the feminine side to see its weaknesses. It's like, you can't really see because you won't respect me, you won't be attracted to me. It's literally like, if you see how weak I really am, then you're going to cheat on me. Mm-hmm. You're with me, you're going to leave me. So can we reassure that masculine side? Would that be okay?
Yes.
Can Creator show that masculine side that what you work through together makes you stronger?
Yes.
And that being allowing others to see the whole of who you are is an act of courage.
Yes.
Not an act of weakness.
Yes.
Whoa. How's that feeling now?
Good. Yeah.
How are your eyes feeling? How's the sadness?
Relax. I think it's gone.
Yeah. So her eyes look completely different. They've gone from carrying so much sadness that now it's like almost she's like blinking at me like, what?
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah? Okay. So can Creator show you how to see your future differently?
Yes.
Yeah, how to see your partner differently, how to see your relationship differently?
Yes.
So you can always go up to Creator with your partner's being weird and go, what's really going on? Yeah, show me the truth of this person.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's muscle test. Yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no, no?
No, no, no.
Okay. I'm worthless.
I'm worthless.
No. My inner masculine knows how to be a father now.
My inner masculine knows how to be a father now.
Yes. My husband's proud of my children.
My husband is proud of my children.
I'm wasting my life.
I'm wasting my life.
No. I can start work again now.
I can start work again now. Yes.
My children are the most important thing in my life.
My children are the most important thing in my life.
No.
Yeah, it was a no.
It was a no. Yeah, because now your husband can be again.
Yeah, exactly. Can have other things important,
Yeah.
right?
You're not on your own, so they don't have to be the when your kids are the most important thing in your life normally. When you think you're the only one, if you're all that they have, then you have to be bang on. But if they have others, then it's like, okay, they're getting it from more than one source.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's check. Okay. Any other beliefs that I'm missing? I give up. I give up?
Oh, I give up.
No. I'm defeated?
I'm defeated.
No. What was the other one? My anger teaches lessons?
My anger teaches lessons.
No.
Okay.
I'm angry at my husband?
I'm angry at my husband.
No. I'm angry at my father?
I'm angry at my father.
No.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I carry sadness in my eyes?
I carry sadness in my eyes.
No.
No.
Okay, so what do I do now?
Integrate it.
Yeah, so now we integrate it. Yeah. So what's different in your life? What are you going to do differently now that you know how to teach with kindness and practice and demonstration instead of with anger?
I'm being more patient. Yeah, I can see myself being more patient already and believing more in myself, believing more in what I can do. Yeah.
Yeah. What about happiness?
Yeah, as well, sure.
Yeah. And when I'm scanning her, Creator's showing me like there's a real, it's like her energy closed again. It's like this all got really tight as the light was coming through this time. It's like, can I really trust this? Like she's going, has it really changed? If I go home, am I just going to deal with this really irritating man? Right? You know, we said what would come up is this is his stuff, no my stuff. It's in the manual. Yeah. This is, she thought this was all his stuff. She's like, there's nothing I could, this is his stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I was cleared up her energy field and she's like, whoop. Right, so can Creator show you how to bring that light through?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how to accept that when we change, people around us change.
Yes. Yes.
Can we show you how to trust that change is possible?
Yes.
Can Creator show you everything is within you?
Yes.
Yeah, you carry your father's heart in your heart. You carry your husband in your heart.
Yes.
And as your image of them evolves inside, so the image of them evolves on the outside.
Yes.
So can we bring in more possibility of what's possible for your relationship, of what's possible for your marriage?
Yes.
Can we show you it's possible to trust your partner?
Yes.
Possible to trust yourself?
Yes.
Possible to see the bigger picture?
Yes.
Can you see how that's coming through much stronger now? Yeah, I'm just going to open up her kidneys and open up her pancreas as well because I saw them kind of tighten up. Okay, so what else changes now that you know what's really going on?
easy.
Uh-huh. Take your time. Take your time. It's just moving. It's just integrating in. So when your partner tries to discipline your kids and fails terribly, can you have compassion then?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Can you say this is, I know this is hard. Sometimes I lose it with them too.
Yeah.
How can we do this better? Yeah, so can we show you what it feels like to have compassion?
Yes.
How to nurture another parent?
Yeah. Yes.
Can I release this belief that other parents should know better?
Yeah.
People should just know how to parent?
Yes.
Yeah? And can we free you from shaming other parents
Yes.
when they don't know, when they are confused? When they, yeah, can Creator show you how to nurture instead of shame?
Yes.
Yeah, your inner parent, other people's parents, your own parents.
Yes.
And can Creator show you parenting is a journey?
Yes.
Yeah, and it can be really challenging. So can we give you Creator's love for your inner parents?
Yes.
Can we show you what it feels like to love yourself as a parent?
Yes.
To love your partner as a parent?
Yes.
To love the parent inside your child?
Yes.
Yeah? So if you struggle to love your inner parent, you're going to really criticize your children when they become parents as well, because they're going to not be able to do anything right. And can Creator show you the truth about parents and make your definition of parenting the same as Creator's?
Yes.
Yeah, can Creator show you parents are humans?
Yes.
And can I release any confusion of seeing your parent as God?
Yes.
Seeing your parent as all-knowing?
Yes.
And can Creator show you they're human? They're learning.
Yes.
Okay, how does that feel now?
Good, good.
So if you ask that woman who was so heartbroken, what does she need to come back into your body? She's a soul fragment. What does she need to integrate and come back into your being?
Know that I love her.
Yeah. So can you close your eyes and download to her that you love her?
Yes.
And free you from rejecting her as a way of rejecting your husband's control?
Yes.
Because this was the part of Isabella that agreed with him. It's the part of her that thought women waste their lives if they take care of children.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the part of her inner feminine that was still sexist inside. Yeah, so if you still have that part, just allow it to integrate back into you. And just allow it to give all the information, all the downloads, all the healing that you've had, just going into that soul fragment. So it knows its worth as a mother. It knows that by deciding to stay at home, you step more fully into your power. That you embraced your life more deeply. And can I pull all these doubts from it, that it's wasting its life, that it's wasting its time?
Yeah.
And can we show it the truth, that it was literally embracing its life, that it was seizing the moment, it was carpe diem. I'm going to have these moments with my kids, no matter what anyone else thinks.
Yes.
Can we show it there's more than one way to live?
Yes.
Can we download your Creator's perspective of living fully?
Yes.
So can you see that awakening happening within her now, especially within her Divine Mother? And can you see how the feminine and the masculine need each other? Like this soul fragment couldn't integrate until the masculine side was healed.
Yeah, this is for joy, okay? It's sad. It's just like, yeah. The vision.
But she can see the future. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm just going to keep letting it come in because it's still awakening this more powerful mother energy that really knows how to seize. And it's also awakening the father energy that knows that it can really embrace those moments with its children, thinking, I should be working, I should be. That's really coming in to her as a whole. What were your takeaways? Any takeaways? What were your takeaways from that healing? What did you learn?
Mine was to remember that it's not the truth, it's what she saw to be true. It wasn't the truth, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really deep one. Yeah, really good one. Beautiful. Who else? Who else got a takeaway?
The shift that happened when you fully integrated the masculine side, it's just, she felt it really strong.
Yeah.
The completeness of a being, and that came through when she accepted it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that was really beautifully put. It's like we think of them like feminine and masculine as different body things, but they're different energies, right? And they are within you, right? So if you're attracting all these damaged male energies, it's because your inner masculine is damaged. You with me? If you're attracting all these damaged women, it's because your inner feminine is damaged. And it's not the other person, it's what's inside. And that's what we call out of their soul, because they're the soul that's brave enough to say, yes, I'll stay here until you heal this. Do you see when I can handle you hating me, right? Just connect back to God. We'll go through this together. That's why soulmates are so precious. You know, because they take all of us until we get back to wholeness, right? Yeah? What other takeaways? That was beautiful. What other ones?
For me, it was treating anger with anger, you know, but also doing that in front of the people or the children that you want to educate. And, you know, sort of what they may walk away with, which will be obviously what they see their parents do. And that anger can present itself in many ways. It's also the fact that maybe parents aren't talking, or they're ignoring each other, or avoiding each other.
Yep.
You know, or there's 3 meals on the table instead of 4. Yeah. So it doesn't work.
No, but this is anger because we're still so scared of emotional violence, James.
Yeah.
People avoid. It's exactly what you're saying. That's very intuitive of you. Yeah, it can be the absence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can really be the absence. Like I don't want to deal with this. I refuse to see how angry my partner is at me. You with me? It can also be like you saw in Isabel. Did you see how she was refusing to see her partner's pain or his weakness? Right? She went into this. Women do this to men very often. We go into they're a jerk instead of they're in pain. Do you see what I'm saying? Instead of going into what's really happening, we go into they don't deserve anything and we just shut down. It's like if they're going to be like this, I'm not loving them anymore. Right? And then we don't see the truth of what's actually happening deep down at the core. And particularly in cultures like Brazilian culture, because we're both Brazilian, Latin America, where the anger is very strong and the machismo is still very strong, right? You know, women are really taught to not see this. Like they were taught, do not see male weakness. It's kind of like they're knight in their shining armor, and they have all this armor on the front, but in the back they've got 6 arrows and they're bleeding. And we're like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you loving me more? And they're sitting there going, oh my God, I can barely stand. I'm in so much pain. And we're like demanding more because we won't see how hurt they are because it scares us. You with me? Yeah? Yeah. Any other takeaways, guys? I think we've got one more. I can feel one more.
Criticism. So if you criticize yourself as a parent, then your kids will not know what is the truth. They will have a problem with being to see the bigger picture that they want to see the bigger truth.
Yeah, this is inner. That's so deep because the inner parent is so important. It's as important as the inner child. You know, and if you don't, who has parents that criticize how they parent their kids? Yeah. What about parents like my mum? Totally freaks out because I have stepkids. Right, in her brain, that's like you should have kids of your own, right? You shouldn't have stepkids, right? So parenting is a minefield because we're all scared we're doing it wrong. Nobody knows how to do it right. There hasn't even been enough research. Like literally.
Except for Anson's parents.
Yeah.
Oh, they let us know that they're the ones that do it.
Yeah, see? But, no, but seriously, right?
They're just off camera there.
No, this is a big one. This is why like there's in-law jokes and stuff like that, because when we're in fear of our own parenting being inadequate, right, we then project that shame onto other parents. And it creates a shame storm of insane proportions. Have you guys seen the mother wars online?
No.
Oh, it's working moms versus stay-at-home moms versus soccer moms versus nanny moms versus... It's like World War III, yeah. Right? You guys know I love Brené Brown, right? So in one of her books, she's asked, like she's just given birth to her little boy, and she's asked to go and give a talk at one of the most important female conferences in the world. I mean, like Nobel Prize winning women are going to be there. And this baby is like 3 to 6 months old. And her husband and her mum and they're like, you need to go. It's like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. You need to go. And she manages to overcome her fear enough to go. And then she gets back, she's got her kids in the back of the van, she's driving them to school in the morning. She opens her window, the kids are getting out of the class, and then one of the mums walks over and says, where have you been for the last week and a half? And she's like, oh, I had to go into this conference. And the mum's like, well, bless your heart. You're really lucky, that husband raising those kids all on his own. Oh, yeah. Right? The mother wars happen. You with me? And Brené Brown literally went so deep into shame, she was literally like, the car queue's moving. Like, roll the window up. Yeah. Like, roll the cars weren't moving. She just didn't want to be in the shame. You with me? So there's a lot of that. You know, and there's a lot of you say, Mom, can you take the kids from me? And then she's like, oh, she left them with me for 3 whole days. She didn't even call once to check how he was doing to everyone else. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah? Or I left my kids with my husband and they weren't dressed and they were upside down, they weren't clothed, or, yeah? Or you leave them with him, but you like detailed notes as if you were leaving them with the nanny. This is what you're making for dinner. This is what she's got to wear on Tuesday. This is, you know, and it's like micromanaging, right? Making the other right? Yeah. How to make the parent feel inadequate. Yeah. Like Brené Brown said, she walked into the school and literally the teacher was like, I knew you'd been away. And she was like, why? And she's like, because your daughter came to school in a ballerina outfit and rainbow tights. Right? Because her husband lets them dress the way they want. Yeah. He doesn't care if she goes to school in a pink tutu with rainbow tights. Right? So it's how the parenting thing is a big deal, and how other people see your children is a reflection of you. Yeah. Right? Instead of as their own identity. But it can really come up with the eyes. Right? Because are people allowed to see your wholeness as a parent, or are they only allowed to see you as a good parent or as a bad parent? And then you'll do that to your kids as well. And who has parents that will only let you see their good side, and if you bring up a flaw, the whole world ends? Yeah, you're disrespectful. Yep. Yeah, so I'm still feeling one more person, one more takeaway, and then I'll let you guys go and grab lunch. One more takeaway, guys.
Resentment kills marriages.
Yeah, resentment kills everything.
Yeah. Resentment is the #1 killer.
How are you, Jackie? You're looking at me with eyes so soft.
No, I'm good today.
You're good. Anyone else?
I thought it was very interesting how she was buying into the immature masculine, like her immature feminine was buying into the role of the, like her immature female victim was buying into the male thing. So they were both playing out this same story together, actually. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was really fascinating how you shifted the male, but you made sure that you shifted the female as well, so that there was absolute balance. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
It's a bit like finding a male partner that she wanted all this time.
Yeah. The miracle's there already. Yeah, very often what we're looking for is right in front of us. So yeah, that was a beautiful one. Thank you, Vanya. Thank you, Christine.
No, that was really, I was like
yeah.
I feel there's a shift there. I was like, oh. That parent stuff coming off. Yeah, it was really interesting. So,
yeah, I think Creator's getting ready for parents. Some more babies coming into the room.
No more babies.
Okay, guys, connect up, do your energy break. Okay, beautiful. Just give Isabella a round of applause. Thank you so much. Oh, my heart is still like so warm from that. Okay, guys, it is now 1:15 and come back at 2:30. Okay, 2:30.